I really appreciate you joining me again today, and this story comes from Withington in Greater Manchester. As I said in a story the other day, the week that has just gone was Knife Crime Awareness Week, where the police were focusing extra efforts to try to combat knife crime, and in that time we've had a lot of different stabbings. Sadly, the most recent person to lose their life due to this violence is Kyle Hackland. He's 17 years old and was stabbed at around 11:30 am on Southlea Road, Withington, on the 22nd of November. At around 11 am on the 24th of November, a teenager handed himself into Manchester Police, has been arrested on suspicion of murder and is being questioned. At 2:30 pm yesterday, a second teenager handed himself into Cheadle Police, and he has also been arrested on suspicion of murder and remains in police custody. In addition, at around 1 pm today, a third teenager was arrested at an address in Wythenshawe on suspicion of assault, possession of an offensive weapon and affray. GMP's major incident team has been conducting an extensive and thorough investigation to establish the circumstances surrounding the incident and who is responsible. Detective Superintendent Neil Jones of GMP said, "There's a number of inquiries that are being conducted to establish the events that occurred that led up to this tragic incident. The 3 arrests that have occurred are very significant, but we are still investigating." Kyle sadly passed away in hospital after his injuries that he suffered. And in a statement via the police, Kyle's family have said, "We are devastated by the death of our beloved Kyle. He was a kind and well-mannered young man who has always looked out for his family, never failing to say 'I love you' as he walks out the door. There's no words that can even begin to describe the pain we feel. We have always been a close family, and this has shattered us all. He will forever be missed as our beautiful son, and as well as a caring and helpful big brother, grandson, nephew, cousin, and also friend." So from the police statements, we can maybe ascertain that this was some sort of group incident where several people was involved, and it resulted in the death of Kyle. This comes only several weeks after teenager Luke O'Connor was stabbed to death also in South Manchester. He was 19 years old and he was near the large hall of residence in Wilmslow Road, Fallowfield, at around 2 am on Wednesday the 26th of October. He was involved in an altercation with an unknown male in the street, who then went on to attack him and murder him. A 19-year-old has been arrested and been kept in custody in relation to that murder. The university said all of the students are being supported and everybody is affected by this horrendous news. We send our condolences to the family of Luke. And this definitely serves to remind everybody that every city is suffering the same situation where there's an increase in violence and people tending to not really care a lot about what happens to them and what happens to other people. So I really appreciate everybody that sends the stories and also keep doing so as well. The Instagram is currently being taken down, so I really need you to send any stories, links, footage to news@scarcitystudios.com, and don't forget to follow on all of the other social medias at Scarcity Studios. My condolences to the family of the 2 victims, and I'll be back again very shortly with some more news.